right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next of the podcast on air. So, my name is Anna, and I am an audio drama creator and writer. My shows are Before the Tone and A Somewhat Peculiar Frog. But my favorite thing to do for audio drama is script editing, and I do it a lot for Hubris, a 24-hour podcast challenge. And this is the process that takes a drafted script and turns it into one ready for actors and editors to work off of to create the final episode. So I am going to do this in two stages. First, I'm going to go through and read what Emma wrote for the first draft. And I'm probably not going to be very talkative during that time. But the point of that is to get an initial understanding of the script. If there's anything obvious and fiddly, especially like little formatting things, I'll probably change that at that time. And note down any big changes that I want to make and go over with Emma. And then the second part is going to be going on a call with Emma as we go through the script, we read it out loud, and we hash out any problems, any lines, and so on and so forth to get the script from its current status to whatever Emma's internal vision for it is and the best possible version of the product it can be. So I am going to get to reading. So right off the bat here, the formatting of this is very uh, more in line with theatrical scripts, um, which is fine. It's completely fine. There is no standardized format for audio drama. However, this is something I'm going to change just, uh, as a starter thing. You do want to make life as easy for your script, not your script, as easy for your sound designer as possible. So I'm going to include uh, markers so that a sound designer can just control F and always see where they're supposed to look, and they won't be looking at the same place as an actor is looking for a stage direction. So, you know, someone dropping a fork in a bowl is going to be a different piece of information going to a different person than someone talking in a really sort of nervous and distressed way. So I'm going to go through and do that formatting. Another thing I'm doing here is distinguishing again between what is a note for an actor and what is a note for the sound designer. So I like to have character names in all caps if it's a note that the actor needs to worry about. So the beep is something for the sound designer to worry about, but if the actor sees Alex in all caps, they're a lot more likely to notice it and make sure to record that heavy breathing sound effect. So this is the sort of place where my bad highlighting etiquette is. This is the sort of place where, um, when I'm talking to Emma, we're gonna go over what the tone is here, because this could go in a lot of different ways. It could be, you know, oh, oh, it's you, or it could be like, oh, it's you. You know, there's a lot of different tonal elements that could go in here. Um, do with the stage direction.
Hello, am I audible slash on stream? Excellent. Hello, how's it going? I've returned.
It is going very well. I'm reading through the script. I'm still relatively early in the reading. Um, so you
No
are
worries at all.
definitely. welcome to, chill here, get another, you know, sip of water, stretch your legs. Um, Mostly what I'm doing right now is just updating the formatting so that, the sound effects are noted as sound effects and so on, as well as getting my first read in.
Totally. Would it behoove you to probably get all the way through that first read before we start talking about it formally to any capacity, just that you've got all the info that you need?
Yeah. And if you want, I can go a little bit back on the reading and we can worry about the formatting while we're doing the line by line edit. I'm good either way.
Yeah, I think we can probably circle back to the formatting just because that is a little bit more standardized. Definitely something that should go
Right.
in there, but just because that probably needs less like comprehension of figuring out what's going on here, since the sound cues are pretty simple. So, or not, that's it's pretty simple. I don't stand by that statement. I just made it all. No, that's not true, but standardized. So yeah, uh, feel free to keep reading, and whenever you're at the end, happy to talk about it.
Great. That's a great line. It eats. Yes. I am a sucker for a very simple statement in the context of horror, it must be said.
It's so fun. I love them. I love a simple statement.
Read love it. I love it. Oh, it's not going to take a lot of editing. Um, I think it's. Uh, have you read the book Bad Cree by Jessica Johns?
I have not. Could you say the title one more time
Well,
so
you
I can write
should.
it down and hunt it down in my local library?
Uh, yeah, Bad Cree. And feel
Mhm.
free to type that in the chat. I'm not actually logged into Twitch, so I can't type in the chat. But Bad Cree by Jessica Johns. Um, it opens with a character who has these intense dreams, and she dreams related to crows and wakes up with like feathers and a crow skull or something in her hand, and that's like the opening chapter. It's very good. Um,
I will
but the
have to
thing
track
with the
that down because
feathers
that
is
sounds right up my
really,
alley.
yeah. Oh, it's so good, and it's like, um, uh, it's also, this isn't really relevant to the script, but it's very much about like grief and these very tense family dynamics that are also really, really strong. It's very good. Um,
Yeah. Oh, that. Thank you for that recommendation. That I love that. I mean, also relevant in that again. As I was writing this, I was citing on stream just a bunch of different works that were coming to my mind. So, if anything intertextual is always so much fun to me. Thank you.
hell yeah. Um, yeah, so my biggest thing that I noticed in the formatting was I do want to uh, shift the stage directions to be clearer when something is sound effects so that a sound designer can control F and just find everything, um, as well
Absolutely.
as making it clearer when it's something a voice actor has to worry about. So that's just formatting.
Totally.
The other big thing that was coming up was putting in stage directions for line reads, so we can get
Hmm.
some understanding of tonally where do you want a line to be. Um,
Hmm.
is there anything that when you're writing you were like, other than I saw there were a couple highlighted lines that we can definitely talk about, but
Hmm.
were there any things that you wanted to bring up in editing that you want to focus on?
Yeah. Typically, I'm having that very funny, like, I'm looking at the first page of script being like, and I remember nothing I put here, despite the fact that I put it an hour ago. It just immediately left my head. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Always happens. Like my uh biggest thing always, just because I am love details, but I'm always a kind of start end comprehension arc person. Is always just the does this make reasonable sense and is compelling with where it starts and ends? Doesn't mean it has to be like
Hmm.
I am very much a person who is adverse to concluding or giving every answer to something, especially in something like this where I'm like, this is a complete script, but I'm not trying to like complete the full lore of a story in a world. But I do want
Hmm.
to my major edge thing is always just does where this start and end make sense and feel reasonably like a good lift off and a good landing point, and if not, does anything need to be adjusted with that beginning and ending to make that make that hit harder, which is a much more macro thing. And then micro things, I'm not 100% sure if there's anything that's jumped at me, but that's just because I did not go back through and do a particular reread. I just wrote to the end and stopped, so I'm not sure what those are yet, but we'll find out.
Okay. So that in mind, I do think the second half is stronger than the first half uh, of the story,
That is
and I
actually
think.
incredibly heartening to hear because I was worried it was the opposite.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
That's
I think
that's incredibly
the
heartening to hear.
second.
I felt much less certain about the second half.
Okay, well that's great. I mean, a part of it is that's
Mhm.
when the action and the magic is picking up, so I think that's natural. Um, I would
Totally.
say the only part I felt iffy about reading um, was the phone call between Alex and Joe, um,
Totally.
where they are talking, and I based on the end of the story, I think it's meant to, and correct me, but I think it's meant to indicate that Alex does not have a great relationship with Joe, and yeah, I think that's the main thing it's indicating. But and you also get a sense of uh like them not necessarily having a lot of control. Um Maybe that could be uh beefed up a little bit if it's like this is a shared space, but it's always the roommate who has control over
Hmm.
that space. Um that could also be drummed up. Um Other things, if it's just like totally I don't care, I'm not even worried about it, this is something that would be a normal concern, but I have such abnormal concerns I can't focus on it. So I think if there's one of those elements you really want to drum up, let's pick one and edit that dialogue to fit it a little bit better.
Totally. I would love to do that. And that, honestly, you saying that has also kind of made me, it feels like a slight disservice to myself, but also it's not wrong to be like, I don't know why that's there. So it's not incorrect. I do know why it's there, but also I don't. Uh,
Yeah.
where a lot of times, especially with something like that, I started with as my lead in point, but because I didn't fully know where I was going, did not know when I started writing it what I was shooting for. And now that you've said that, I've gotten to the light of realizing retroactively, oh, here is what I needed to do. So, like, thank you for making me understand that. Out of
Mhm.
those, it's definitely, I think the I have, these are normal concerns, but I have such abnormal concerns is the angle that I'd love to get it to hew closer to. Um,
Okay.
because so much of this is kind of about, starts with somebody straddling that line, but then finding somebody else who's straddling that line is the journey that the rest of the script is going on. So establishing that is where I would want to start with that for sure.
Okay. Fantastic. So with that in mind, let's start going over the script. Uh from the beginning, and I will cover the sound effects and, or I guess I'll cover the stage directions, and you can cover. Do you want to cover Alex, and then I'll pick up Ember,
For say that one more time, sorry.
just for reading out the script as we begin to go over it.
Would you like to read it out loud as we go through it?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
totally.
that helps because we then everything is getting a little bit of focus, and we can also in dialogue notice if something that is not flowing correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really good strategy. And you said one more time, who for who? Sorry.
I will take the stage directions, the announcement, and Ember, and you can cover Alex.
Yeah, sounds good. And then we can just stop and start as
All
we
right.
go through.
Yep. Yeah, and we can do like a few lines and then pause and say, okay, let's fix this. Um,
Sounds good.
okay. SFX, a train station, waiting area, trains passing by, sounds of people, crowd foley moving about, announcements over the loudspeaker. Announcement. And so you italicized this, and I wanted to know, were you thinking of having this be garbled? Did you want it to be a certain type of SFX? What were you going for with the italics?
I was going for italics in my mind was mostly just because this wasn't a fully separate character, but it will need to be someone's voice. Is
Mm-hmm.
legible because it needs to be heard, but yeah, a little bit garbled and tinny. Um,
Okay.
through loudspeaker, a little bit garbled and tinny, but comprehensible. That can also likely be, I can take those out of italics just for clarity,
Yeah.
because they are dialogue.
Louse speaker. Speaker of the louse.
My
Okay.
favorite part of this script was, and my favorite part of this was the one point that I did edit where where I realized I'd written a shadow in the shadow, and I went, hold on,
Damn.
hold on there.
Not one of them shadows. Oh no. Oh dang. Anyway, okay. Uh announcement. Tinny through the loudspeaker. The 5:45 train to New York City will be departing from platform 8 in 15 minutes. I repeat, the 5:45 train to New York City will be departing from platform 8 in 15 minutes. SFX, shuffling as Alex shifts in their seat. Been waiting here for a while. They got here early, antsy, anticipatory, looking around. They're listening to the other side of a phone conversation that has been ongoing for a while. Their roommate, Joe, muffled on the other end of the phone. So here's a question. Do you want
Mhm.
Joe to have actual recorded dialogue?
Not that is audible. This is such a weird
Okay.
needle to thread because the goal would be you can tell it's a person's voice, but you can't tell what they're saying, which
Okay.
does,
So,
I
like, we
guess,
could get
necessitate files of
someone.
someone speaking. But yeah.
Yeah. No audible, intelligible dialogue from Joe.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, all right. Um, I'm just trying to think in terms of the sound designer. Is this something where they're going to need someone to have read out like a grocery list or something, so that there's
Yeah.
some audio they can mess with?
Hmm.
Um,
Totally.
Maybe we'll come back to that. Okay, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. No, that sounds good.
SFX, muffled sounds. Joe is asking about throwing a party in their space.
Yeah. I don't have anything planned for that night.
Further indistinct conversation.
No, Joe, it's fine. I'll probably be out studying then. Anyway, you can go ahead and invite them over. Don't worry about me.
SFX, a train speeds by. Doppler effect, really loud, really suddenly. Alex jumps.
Damn it.
We hear a buzzing sound, a little bit of rattling of glass, as the fluorescents above their head nearly shatter and give out.
No, sorry, Joe. That wasn't at you. I'm sorry. No, just throw the party, okay? Whatever. I have to go.
A beat from the phone as they hang up. Alex is breathing heavily. Okay, so now let's edit this conversation.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So it pings right now, if I
Hmm.
am just reading the dialogue, that this is a friend who is calling about setting up a party. It does not ping as roommate. It does not ping
Yeah.
uh,
Totally.
necessarily there. So I think, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's super important that we understand that Joe is a roommate. I think it's more important that we understand, like, these are problems below our our main character's line of sight.
Uh-huh.
Um, so what can is there something better than a party? Um, and also, I'm going to ask a bonus question, which is, would having actual dialogue from Joe audible to us make this scene better? Because I think it can go either way.
That's a great question.
Because if it's
Um,
because we could have dialogue going like, look, I like this is just it's so important. It's like the biggest thing of the year, like Jeremy might be there, and it's like or whatever, you know, uh, and Alex just not meeting that energy level or really not being able to care about it,
mhm.
or being just
See,
like
I had initially
extremely distracted, not responding to questions that directly.
see, I had initially been very much on the no Joe dialogue sign, and now that you've said that, I think that makes the most sense because I think that's the most efficient way to the what I've got right now for Alex dialogue wise, I think it because it's a lot of kind of brushing things away, and some of that my concerns are bigger than this will with that will have to be performance a little bit, I think. And I think
Mhm.
that is probably made a lot easier and like makes that job work if I do put in a line or two of dialogue from Joe that is like, this is a really big deal, so that whoever is Alex can be doing the like, yeah, sure, sure, I don't really care. I'm focused on other
Yeah.
things, and then that makes sense. So yeah, I like that a lot. Let me. This feels like the most logical place to, because I. Mm,
Yeah, so it can be
yeah.
Joe. And like, what is it? Is it I'm like throwing this party, or is it I'm thinking of going to this party and I need you to come with me as a confidence boost or something like that. And it's like I can't deal with your problems, Joe, kind of thing. Um, that's
That is fun. Let's. Sorry, give me just a sec. Um,
and we have apparently a half hour.
yeah, I'm looking for the fastest route I can take to get to the. Hmm.
It'd be really funny if there's a line from Joe where it's like, and this will be us celebrating surviving finals, or something like that. And it's like there are other things Alex needs to survive.
Yeah,
Or like Joe being like, of course, all of that's like if I survive my chem exam, um,
I really like that.
something like that.
That's really funny. I'm absolutely doing that.
On final, oh god.
I'm not pulling from my own experience there at all. Don't worry about it. Mhm. Of course, it's only. Doppler affecting this. All
Hmm.
right. How does this look for?
Okay. So, and just to confirm, this is an emotional distance.
Yes, yeah. If for putting it in parentheticals like that, that's going to be yeah. If I need to be muffled, that's I would definitely want that in SFX. So this is emotionally distant for sure.
Great. Okay. Uh,
Um,
all right. You wanna read Alex's dialogue, and I'll read Joe's.
sure. Yeah, yeah, sure. No, that sounds good.
Like with the last Saturday work, as long as you don't mind it being in the common space, I'm thinking of inviting Miranda, which would be wonderful. It'll be the event of the semester, and maybe I could even ask her out.
Yeah, I don't have anything planned for that night.
Of course, that's only if we survive the econ final. It's probably going to kill us both.
No, Joe, it's fine. We're going to. It's not. It's not important. Okay, you can go ahead and invite them over. It's whatever.
A train speeds by.
Damn
Doppler
it.
effect. Really loud, really suddenly.
Damn it.
We hear. Oh, so we need a Joe line here. Um.
Hmm.
uh,
My instinct was just, well, that's not very nice.
yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Cool. Um. So continuing forth. Uh. SFX. A beat from the phone as they hang up. Alex breathing heavily.
I'm actually going to, this is actually something that I want to, this is the detail that I want to fix, which is something I did not
Hmm.
do, was standardize references to the thing in the shadows and how I'm referring to it, because I started with they plural and switched to an it or a creature. So I do want to have that be cogent throughout. Uh
Yeah. I'd say let's go
I
with it.
think yes, it is good because I would like it to be singular. Oop, I lost my place.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
More than one it.
Which uh which
Not
makes
here.
which leads
Not yet.
Alex's line into, yeah, you're fine.
Hmm.
It's not here. Not yet. You're fine.
And that's also fun because there's almost like there's a plausible deniability level, right? Where it could be like the train's not here yet. You don't have to worry about getting back to college, which must be the source of the anxiety. Um,
Totally.
um, okay. SFX starting behind the last few lines, the sound of footsteps. Someone moving quickly, weaving their way through the crowd, almost running. Ember, going the wrong way against the group of people coming off the train platform, runs right into Alex, trips, and falls into them. Do we want additional sounds of effort or exertion, running, breathing from Ember?
Honestly, yeah, I think so. I think so. Just
Okay.
to sell the, it's very like an approaching like an oncoming train. To really
Hmm.
hammer home the metaphor. Uh,
Okay. Then Ember has a sound of pain. Ah!
sounds of shock. General sounds
Ouch!
of shock and confusion.
And so then this, I'm guessing, is a sort of overlapping conversation.
Yes. Yes,
Okay, I'm
definitely.
gonna throw in a sound effect note for that. Yes, what I really want is italicized parentheses, but not the inner text. All right, yeah. Ow. What the hell? Oh no, you're Alex. Sorry.
What the hell?
I am so sorry. I did not mean to.
Hey, you've got to watch where you're going. This is a,
Okay, so I have an Ember question.
please go
Ember
for it.
obviously has a dialogue style that is meant to indicate, you know, something a little off with, no contractions and stuff. Is there something you want in the actor's reading? Is it a sort of regal tone even when Ember is distressed, or is it just there in the word choice and not in a different vocal quality?
I don't have a specific image for that. That is something that I am happy to leave to writer and director. I
Fantastic.
love to mess with contractions or lack thereof. because it immediately does something to the modern day brain, and I was thinking very magical realism, but I do, yeah, I don't have a particular. I am interested to see which route they decide to go, but I don't have a particular prescriptive.
Perfect. And then for this little exchange, what is the tone you're going for? Is Ember relieved? Is Ember in awe?
Uh, a little bit of both. Yeah, I think it's brief relief of maybe a brief yeah, a moment of relief and sudden hope.
Uh, okay. Uh, thank heavens I found you.
I don't. Who are you? Do we know each other?
May I make a suggestion for thank the just to add like another one of those
Oh, totally. Yeah,
little
absolutely. Go
vocal
for it.
styles? Yeah. Thank the heavens I found you.
I don't. Who are you? Do we know each other?
Have they found you yet? Or is it has it found you yet?
Yeah, there we go. There's another. That's another one. It's
Right.
what are you talking about? Who are you?
I am Ember, signifier here. Are you in danger?
I hearing that read out loud is so delightful. Honestly, I have re-engaged on what I was initially going to put there and like it just like this. Uh,
Okay, great.
uh, I'm not in danger. I'm not. Look, I'm just trying. Ooh, this is a good stylistic thing I actually need to figure out. Uh, before we established earlier that this is a party likely for the end of the semester, so it wouldn't be before
Mhm.
classes start. It would be before. That's what it is.
Great. Perfect.
I'm not in danger. I'm not. Look, I'm just trying to get back to NYU before finals start. I already had to reschedule my train twice. I can't. I don't have time for whatever mistake you're making. I've got to.
Sounds as they get their bags together, pulling away from Ember, trying to get out of the waiting area and onto the platform. Ember, panicked, reaching after them. No, no! Wait, I have come so far. I have an I have an entreaty. I need Alex gets a few steps out onto the main. Oh, is there a reason you highlighted that you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I was trying to. It's always really fun writing and being like, I kind of know what the plot is, but also I have not made that decision. I was trying to figure out what to refer to the letter that she has, since I'm also not going into like the full deep establishing full lore for what it is and where it comes from. I am tentatively, I think, okay with entreaty because I can't really think of a better way to aim at what I'm shooting for, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Plea for
it's
help.
definitely an unusual turn of phrase, which I think
Yes.
works to emphasize that Ember's dialogue is slightly off from what we expect. Um,
Excellent. That's really, really good
it
to hear.
gives
Yeah,
us
I
more of
like it. I like it.
an yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
happy with that.
Thank you.
Um, all right, SFX. Alex gets a few steps out into the main hallway and stops dead in their tracks. Alex inhales sharply. At the far end, a figure in the shadows. Something alien, inhuman. The rustle of feathers as it moves.
It's here.
Ember scrambles to her feet, dusting herself off a few steps out into the hallway. There, by the pretzel stand, that shape, those feathers, is that. And so is this, do you want this to be very scared, very, what are you going for?
I'm not really sure. That is a great. I sometimes will prescribe a line so specifically, and then other times I'm like, the actor can do whatever, which is a really funny dichotomy. I think it's. I don't know if I have. I don't think it's. Mm. I don't think I know that what it's not, which is not probably as outright panicked as Alex, but other than that, I don't have a particular vision, and I'm happy for it to be
So
an interpretive
Alex,
choice.
okay, I'm totally
So
fine with that. Um,
Alex would be probably in that case actually panicked. That would start up here. So
and
yeah.
I do think then we should figure out a tone for Alex on you can see it. Like, is that also a moment of relief, or is that something? Are they still just as panicked? Because I think that can change meaning a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's full panicked disbelief. Uh Trying to the relief will come later. This is the just, "Hey, what the hell?"
Hmm.
Which is actually conveniently said 2 lines later.
All right. Of course I can see it. You are in danger.
What the hell?
Yes, exactly what I would say. An appropriate sentiment.
No, what the no one else has been able to see that before. It's everywhere. It's been everywhere for weeks, for months now, getting closer, following me. I just thought I was losing my mind.
Of course you are not.
Are you
And
just
do you want that?
ignoring me?
That could be like comforting or very matter of fact, which again you can leave to the actor if you want.
I think that's matter of fact, for sure.
Great. All right. Strength cracking a bit at the edges here. Nile is no
See,
longer working. I like that.
here, I love now I flip back to the specifics. Uh, are you just humoring me? I'm not.
Of course I am not. I'm gonna say to cut the knot here and just have it get cut off at
Yes,
I'm.
that makes a
Because
lot
then
of sense.
it's
Thank you.
not, I'm not, of course I'm not. Which seems
Totally,
as more
totally.
connected
Thank
than it
you.
is. Yeah. I'm you, Alex. But okay.
Oh, there was a point in the draft. There was a point at about the 40-minute mark where this was a story about getting a letter from your past or future self, and that got struck. But yeah,
Incredible.
very
It's
much.
back. Scrap everything. Alex is the announcer. Okay.
I mean, at this point, yeah. Uh,
Uh, So I mean, that's probably SFX, and if it sounds like nothing, that's fine. But I think for Ember, the tone is probably like spurring Alex on.
yes.
We must go.
Go where?
Ember. I don't need to read the name. Somewhere enclosed, harder to access. We must conceal ourselves from its sight. Follow me. Leave that behind.
I. That's my duffel bag. I need that.
You do not need anything but yourself. Come.
Back to
Uh,
announce.
there we go.
Oh no, type over you.
I'm way ahead of you. Okay, footsteps. They fast walk, almost running out of the terminal. The sounds fade, then again, movement. Something rustling or slithering, following them. I have. Okay, for go where, Alex's go where line. Do you want that? I could see that having like a stage direction to the tune of helpless. Like, what am I supposed to do? Go where? If you want it.
Yeah,
Great.
totally.
Okay.
I managed to get a scene break in here. I was so scared it would be continuous top to bottom,
It's all
which isn't
shot in a
inherently
single
bad,
take,
but
actually. Um, okay. Fade back in, smaller space, more echoey. One of those large single room bathrooms slash changing stalls. Alex and Ember step inside. Announcement. Uh, we are still SFX dash tinny. Probably doesn't need to be bold. Um, the 5:45 train to New York City will be departing from platform 8 in 10 minutes. I repeat, the 5:45 train to New York City will be departing from platform 8 in 10 minutes. The announcement switches to a muffled exterior and a muffled exterior sound halfway through as Ember slams the door, locks it from the inside. Alex takes a breath. Alex takes a breath. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna formatting. Okay. Ember goes to say something, stops, gives them a moment. SFX. Alex slides down the door, head in their hands.
So you're not from around here, are you?
What makes you say that?
The the clothes. Waistcoat pocket watch? Is that a telescope?
A spyglass. I think we could make what makes you say that even weirder to emphasize the point. Like,
I love your
you know,
instincts.
like, uh, let's see. I think of stuff I would normally say because I don't talk in a standard manner.
What puts you
Uh,
under that impression?
what puts you under that impression? Uh, was it something in my manner that implies that? Something like that? Um,
Oh, I really ooh. Ugh, that's so fun. So you're not from around here, are you? Something what aspect of my manner implies implies thus? Uh,
yeah.
how much can I abstract that? What?
Is there some aspect of my manner that implies that?
I like that. That's amazing. Thank you.
Okay,
That's
great.
perfect.
Yeah. A spyglass.
Right. Okay, awesome.
Okay, you're going for a very particular tone there, so let's put that into a stage
I mean,
direction.
honestly, I don't know if I'll be honest, I don't know if that's the right tone. That's my actor coming through and making a call. But I can also see
Okay,
that
great.
being a very low key like, right, okay, awesome. And I would not be mad at it.
Yeah, I could also see like, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think all of
Trapped
those
with
are
an
into play, but I
alien.
know particularly
Yeah.
mine. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Ember also, by the way. I use it
I'm
to
so
spy
glad.
danger from afar.
Epic. Love that for you.
You do not have one, but you seem quite attuned to danger regardless.
I yeah. Yeah, you could say that. I'm not dreaming, right? No, I'm not dreaming. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm
Buzzing sound. The fluorescence above their head flickers. Ember watches it with awe. It responds to you.
what?
Just gonna move that over there. The lights, the glass, the air. It bends around you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Oh, alas, poor Alex. Um,
That is the theme of this in many ways. Alas, for Alex.
yeah.
Oh yes, that's really common.
Also why I'm able
Absolutely.
to be helpful for, writing Ember's dialogue. Um, uh, okay. Alex starting to break down a little.
It's been I've been doing it for years. It's not good. It gets me in trouble at home, at school. I'm trying to keep it under wraps. I'm not trying to do anything. And I don't know why. Look, what is that thing? The thing that you saw. It keeps appearing. It keeps following me.
Mm. I want to put in a bit about the magic. Maybe not here, but in a few lines, I think there's going to be something that can be like bringing up some kind of incident with the magic. You know, like
Totally.
even if it's like I'm trying to keep it under wraps, uh if it's like I don't know, replace the light bulbs, you know, as soon as they break, or something like that, that kind of thing. Um
I think
that I
I've
feel
already
could
found the
just
place where I want that to go. I'm going to be honest. So that's
great.
perfect.
Excellent. Ember, are you afraid of it?
Yes.
She slides down the opposite side of the wall, sitting parallel from them. I am too.
What does it do?
It eats.
It eats what?
Ember does
Oh.
not respond.
Oh.
It is here for you because of who you are and what you can do. I am also here for you.
And are you going to eat me too?
For the record, this one is my favorite part of this whole script. Just going on the record saying that it eats
I'm
to Are
so
You
glad.
Going to Eat Me Too is perfect and excellent, and I love it. Um, Also, time check, we have 7 minutes, so we may end up having to finish this behind the scenes, but either way, this is
Totally.
going
No,
very well.
no worries. Absolutely.
Ember, half laugh. No. SFX. Rustle. SFX 0. Rustle of paper. She pulls out a very ornate letter, wax stamps and seals, gilding calligraphy, ribbons the works. Alex takes it. And then I'm just going to move some confusion over
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
the
Totally move that
confused
down.
party.
Why is this addressed to Alex?
That is your name, is it not? That is how you introduced yourself to me. Did they introduce themselves to them? To her? To
That is a great question that I'm going to go double check right now because I
I
should
don't
know.
think that happened.
Because I remember I attempted to make it happen. I don't know if it did. Which also
Yeah.
actually leads me to another logistical thing that I need to put in here.
Hmm.
It's
I'm
yes,
also
no, they
gonna
didn't. They
say
didn't introduce
I don't
themselves,
think we.
but
Oh, they did.
so I've got to two different things here, which is a Alex didn't introduce himself, which is fine because uh I'm actually what I'm probably going to do in a second is I'm going to throw in Joe saying their name once over the phone, just so that somebody says it to them. They didn't introduce themselves to Ember. Ember recognized them, so I actually want there to be a reference. I need there in this little chunk that's kind of
Hmm.
alluding to the letter. I'm a want to make it so that there's potentially also like an old timey portrait of them almost as part of this like wild like entreaty formal thing because Ember visually
Mhm.
recognized them. And B,
I
right here is where I would throw the you mentioned the mention of light bulbs breaking. It's the contrast to this
okay.
is my thought.
Um, okay. A couple things. One, uh, for the old timey portrait to go with the pocket watch and such, I would like to suggest it be a daguerreotype photograph that Alex has never actually been photographed with. Um, and two, uh, I don't think we need to have heard Alex's name before this. I think
Ooh.
why is it addressed to Alex and we don't know their name is not a bad thing. I think Ember then saying that is your name, is it not? Um, Even if it's like that is how you were introduced to me, or I have been made to understand that is your name, or something like
Mhm.
that. And then Alex being like,
Totally.
well, yeah, it is my name, and I don't know who would have told you that. Um, Something like that adds to it being a little weird.
I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense to me. I will also say before I jump into adding that in, because that I really, really like. I think that's good. I think we're about to have to uh depart, alas. So we may have to
Mm-hmm.
continue this post stream. But what is happening right after us? Um,
It is
all right.
a budgeting for audio drama panel or presentation, I believe, from Tom Manier, um, as well as the Artist Alley upcoming.
Absolutely excellent. All right. Yeah, if you are watching this, please go check those out. They will be absolutely wonderful. And thank you for watching this. Check back over the next 2 days to see the next rounds of work that will happen on this. I'm really, really excited.
This is going to be a fantastic project, and thank you all for being a part of it.